Hey guys, Bill Winkleman here with the Erie County Catfish Club. I was really excited and looking forward to this week bringing you some really great footage of fishing out on Lake LaBeouf and pulling in some fish. Had the luxury of being able to go out yesterday. Me and one of my sponsors, Farmers Vinyl Printing, he was nice enough to join me on a little fishing trip out on LaBeouf yesterday, and we had no success. We were out there for about 6 hours. I'd have to say, all in all, we covered about 70% of the lake, and I do believe we picked up approximately 500 fish on sonar. Now, that's not to say that there wasn't more. I did have the sonar set for big, small, and medium-sized fish, so it could also be picking up some schools of fish when it's coming up on the small sonar aspect. But it was rather kind of disappointing and discouraging. There was 7 other boats out on the lake yesterday, and it was a little relieving, but it was also even more disappointing. Um, None of those guys caught anything either, and that was really bad considering how beautiful a day it was yesterday. Like I said, there were 7 boats out. There was a total of 11 guys out there fishing, and there was a wide range of bait and lures being used and attempting to fish for many different species. A lot of the guys, they were fishing for bluegill, perch, um, and they just weren't having any luck. Yeah, same with the crappie, no luck on that. We didn't get any hits on for the catfish. We even went for some pike and muskie. We weren't having any success with that. We literally threw everything we had in our tackle boxes at them ourselves, and we couldn't get anything to bite. When all else failed, we decided to go ahead and try trolling a little bit, and we trolled around the lake a couple of times, and you know, nice slow, steady speed. Couldn't get anything to bite. So that's was discouraging. But on the same note, it also just raises that much more awareness to everybody who goes down to Lake LaBeouf and fishes of how important this movement is to restock Lake LaBeouf in addition to all of the inland lakes here in Erie County. And we can only do it with the help and support of viewers like you and businesses who believe in giving back to the community. For those of you that are interested in sponsoring the club, what we offer in return for your sponsorship and your dedication to your community and your county is we advertise your business on our Facebook page, we advertise your business on our official website, and we also advertise your business on our weekly YouTube show. Depending on the amount that you are able to sponsor for, what we can do for those that are able to donate less than $100, we put you in our end credits on our weekly YouTube show. If you're able to donate at least $100, we put you in your own 4-second ad at the end of the weekly show. And for those that are able to do well over $100, we put you in our opening credits as well from time to time, depending on the amount. You could end up becoming every week at the opening credits. So we have a couple sponsors that are there and supporting us in that manner. But it's the least that we can do. You're supporting what we're trying to do for the community, and we want to support your business as well too. So please consider making a contribution today and help us bring back some really great fishing here to Erie County. I can't emphasize it enough. I know I talk about it almost every single week on every single show. I know you hear about it on our Facebook page, but everybody, any of you guys that are out there fishing, you know how important it is to keep fishing alive. And it's slowly, become what it has over the years in some of the inland bodies of water, and we want to try and rectify that. And it's going to take the help and support of the community to really accomplish this awesome, awesome goal. I've heard a few people say to me, particularly what's mainly heard is you're you're seeking out to do something that can't be done. You're attempting to do something that's never been done. Well, just because it hasn't been done doesn't mean it can't be done. I believe in this, and I know a lot of people here in Erie County believe in it, and I know a lot of business supporters who have become sponsors of this initiative also believe in this. So let's really keep working hard, everybody, and let's make this happen. Okay, guys, I've got a lot of requests and I've got a lot of questions being asked when it comes to magic bait. All right, one of the things in particular is, how the heck do you get it to stay on your hook when you cast it out? Well, I'm going to show you a technique that I use. It's a really no-brain thing. It's nothing crazy elaborate, you know, oh, I wish I'd have thought of that kind of thing. It's just a real simple thing, and I'm going to show you guys right now. First thing I'm going to do, it also depends on what size hook you're using too, guys. That's always an important factor. Whether you're using a 2/0 or a 3/0 hook, is typically what I run when I go catfishing. If you're running that size of hook, I recommend a minimum of 2 or 3 pieces of bait, depending on their stickiness and how well you can mold them to the hook. Here's how I do it. I take one piece of it and I press it against the hook like that. I take another piece and I press it on the opposite side so it looks like that. Now I've kind of sandwiched it together, and you can see, I don't know if you can see it on the camera there, but you can see the crease line from where the 2 pieces are still technically 2 separate pieces. Now I'm going to take a 3rd piece and I'm going to put it on here, and I'm going to bait it up real nice, okay, and then I turn it into kind of like a bell shape almost, if you would. But now all 3 of those pieces have become one. Yeah, your fingers get a little bit more stinky from it, but let me tell you, it holds up a lot better when you're casting it. Another thing you can also practice on too when you're casting this out there is using a little finesse with your cast. Don't just try to gunsling it out there. You know, kind of almost toss it, kind of, you know, almost like a pitch kind of thing. You don't want to just slug it out there, because yeah, it's going to have a tendency to fly off the hook. You know, that's what I would recommend. This is what I do, and I can get a pretty decent cast going out, heading out into the water. I can get, oh, a good 20 foot, you know, is usually what I cast it out with. You don't need to get real far out if you're, I guess it kind of also depends on where you're fishing from. Shore fishing, if you can't get within casting distance with one of these setups, then you might want to try and consider fishing either someplace else or fish for something else. But that's my little tip for you guys for this week. I try to think of some other things I can do to incorporate into the show. You have any questions, things that you'd like to see, drop us a line, let me know, and we'll see what we can do to try to put it into an upcoming show. You know, I'm very thankful, and I want to emphasize this a lot. I'm very thankful for all of the businesses that have come out to support the Erie County Catfish Club and our restocking program, as well as our youth development program. And I can't emphasize it enough. I want to send a really, really big, heartfelt thank you to the guys out at Magic Bait. You guys have been absolutely phenomenal. It's been very moving how much sponsorship you have shown just to help with our youth development program and to help try to get these kids into fishing and keep them fishing. I want to give a big thank you to Alex at Mid-Atlantic Stocking today. I had an opportunity to finally meet him. He delivered some of the channel cats that I had ordered for myself personally, and I'm going to put a picture here of him and I finally getting that opportunity to meet, and look forward to doing a lot more ordering from him at Lake LeBoeuf and other lakes as well here for inland waters in Erie County. I want to give a big thank you to Betty's Diner. You guys there have been absolutely phenomenal, and you know, your dedication for what you're doing and trying to help us to help the community has been, honestly, it's been very moving to me. And a lot of people may not see what you guys are doing, but I see it and I hear about it, and it's absolutely phenomenal how much you guys are spreading the word and how much you are getting people motivated and getting them interested and wanting to help and become part of something that's bigger. Jeez, I'm stumbling over my words. How about that? I want to give several big thank yous also. There's a lot of other businesses out there. I just want to name a few. Kim's Creamery there in Waterford, A. Kaplan. You've been absolutely phenomenal to us, Mr. Kaplan. I look forward to many more meetings with you, and there's just so many more businesses. Al's Appliance, Double E's Consulting and Services. There in Waterford. You guys have been great. Waterford Pharmacy. There's literally, the list goes on and on and on and on of the amount of sponsorships that we've received. I also want to give a big thank you to our members, because our members are also helping to make this happen too. Just by becoming a member, half of their membership fees are going towards purchasing the fish that we need to buy to restock Lake LeBoeuf. So a big thank you to you guys as well too for believing in this and coming forth and doing something about it. It shows a lot of heart, it shows a lot of integrity, and I tip my hat to you guys, because it's all of you guys, the members, the businesses, just the community itself, that is what's making this so wonderful. And I tell you, since I started doing this for this club, I've been very, very emotional over it. Not in a sad kind of way, but very upbeat and very positive about it, because I seen something that nobody's ever done before. And I've sat back and I asked myself, how and why hasn't anybody done this before? And I can't answer that. And so, instead of answering it, I'm just going to do something about it. And with all your guys' help, you're doing something about it too. I'm just one person in this whole big grand scheme of things. I'm just one person. And I don't need any recognition. I by no means deserve any recognition. I'm just a simple person that has seen something that is important to this community and all of the surrounding communities that it will impact. And I just decided, okay, let's do it. Let's get it done. But again, I'm sorry if I got a little sappy here on this week's show. My apologies to you guys. I hope to be able to keep continuing these shows each week. It's getting a little bit more frustrating. as we go out there to try to get some footage of some catfish, or we try to get some footage of something there on Lake LaBeouf. And unfortunately, our show is kind of becoming a talk show at this point in time because we haven't had a whole heck of a lot of footage from Lake LaBeouf. We've had to go a couple different places to get some of the other footage that I've been able to bring to you guys over the last several months. And so we're going to work on that. If you guys would be interested in becoming a guest on the show, that'd be great. As you can see, we just kind of wing it here. We don't have a script we run from. You know, there's not much editing to any of this, so you're going to get the good, bad, and the ugly with it. You know, we bring it to you straightforward and shoot from the hip. And, you know, we try to have a little bit of fun here on the show. So that's it in a nutshell, guys. I'm going to go ahead and conclude this week's show on that note. And as always, guys, remember, keep your lines tight and keep fishing. Hey guys, one more thing on a quick fun note. I've got 2 reasons for doing what I do here for Lake LaBeouf and the community. These are just 2 of my reasons. What's your reason? Thank you as always, guys. And remember, keep the lines tight and keep fishing.